DNA came to my surprise. At that moment in time, I was trying to promote my Days of Open Hand album, and it was not going according to plan. Nobody really cared about that album. We were on a huge tour. We'd booked huge venues. We were losing money. Everything was a bit going haywire. And my manager said to me, these boys have taken Tom's Diner and remixed it, and A&M is thinking of suing them, but I figure you should listen to it and let me know what you think.
I am sitting in the morning at the diner on the corner. I am waiting at the counter for the man to pour the coffee, and he fills it only halfway, and before I even argue, he is looking out the window at somebody coming in.
I heard it, I thought, this is great. I thought it was so cool. And I thought, this is not a parody. It'll be a club hit, you know, in the dance clubs, and that'll be the end of it. And instead, it became a worldwide hit. The melody occurred to me as I was walking down Broadway. And when I wrote it, I was thinking of French New Wave films, Truffaut, sort of kind of like a jaunty little tune that might be out of tune that you might hear at a bar. But I didn't have any money, and I didn't know any piano players. So I thought, why not be, it was the era of punk rock and new wave, so I thought, let's be really weird and just do it a cappella.
I am sitting in the morning at the diner.
I found, to my surprise, that it really worked when I sang it live, that everyone would stop talking. And so it became either the way to end a show or the way to begin a show, because I could instantly get everyone's attention. The song is based on several mornings in Tom's restaurant on 112th Street in Broadway. It was one of the few places that was open all night, so if you were studying and you needed coffee, you could come here. For a while, the song was even called Tom's Restaurant, and then I called it Diner because it just sounds so much better. Now, my name is in the menu. My name is in the menu of Tom's Diner, but they've misspelled my name. That's my glory that I get.
It is always nice to see you, says the man behind the counter to the woman who has come in. She is shaking her umbrella, and I look the other way as they are kissing their hellos, and I'm pretending not to see them, and instead I pour the milk.
The idea behind the whole song, some people say, oh, it's a song about breakfast, or some people say it's a song about nothing. But it's really a song about a person who is alienated from everyone. Alienated from the man behind the counter, alienated from the woman who doesn't really see him. So the final straw was kind of this newspaper article.
I open up the paper, there's a story of an actor who had died while he was drinking. It was no one I had heard of.
He was a very famous actor. He died while he was drinking, as it says in the song. A tragic end to a somewhat tragic life. So in a way, it sort of kind of grounds the whole thing in a reality.
This rain, it will continue through the morning as I'm listening to the bells of the cathedral.
So this is one of the most beautiful sights here. So this is the cathedral. Woohoo! I mean, isn't that glorious? It's just amazing.
I am thinking of your voice.
And there's a line about the midnight picnic once upon a time before the rain began.
Once upon a time before the rain began.
So that midnight picnic took place here on the steps of the Cathedral of St. John the Divine at midnight. I think we ate actual sandwiches and probably drank a lot of wine, because that's what we did in those days. Me and Jack Hardy. Jack Hardy was a folk singer and kind of leader in the village. He was not a man who liked business. He came from a wealthy family, actually. His family invented the Studebaker car. So he was rebelling against his wealthy family, and so he had no interest in making it big in any kind of business. After I got my record deal and became more well-known, we actually were not such close friends for a while. You know, by the time I was 28 years old, I'd sold 4 million albums. And I think he just thought, you know, this is not the thing. You know, it was always all about the art. And it is still all about the art. But I still sold, in the end, 7 million albums, and I'm not going to apologize for it. So he had an idea that you couldn't do both. And so we disagree on that. But this is always going to be a symbol of romance for me because of what happened then, way before any of those, way before business, you know, way before any of that. This is always a place of beauty and romance for me because of that. And it's in the song.
And I finish up my coffee and it's time to catch the train. Merci beaucoup.